Jack Tretton, who recently went on and talked about how the Vita was a failure and why, also came out to talk about why the PlayStation 3 was way overpriced and still lost money on each unit. And that would be a former Sony executive, the Sony Computer Entertainment of America CEO Jack Tretton. Now, he stated that it was quote-unquote a technical marvel in November 2006, but unfortunately it caused numerous headaches for Sony, almost tanking the gaming division because of how much money it lost. Tretton, speaking in a video interview with IGN, said that the console faced an uphill battle because the 360 had been out for a year already, and the $600 price point for a new console made it so much more expensive than its Microsoft counterpart. His promotion only a few months before the console's launch was like being made of a captain of the Titanic just before it hit the iceberg. So the company knew it had a good product, but the timing was real bad. He went on to say, quote, "It was quite possibly the most difficult launch scenario you could ever imagine. Knowing that the 360 was already out, that you were much more expensive than you wanted to be, that you had less inventory than you wanted to have at launch, and that it was going to be a learning curve in terms of software development and manufacturing efficiency." He said a lot of real challenges there at the launch. And he's not lying, because the PlayStation 3 did have a cell processor, which was very unique and very difficult to develop for. That doesn't help anything. Also, whoever wrote this article really needs to proofread a little bit better. Tretton agreed that Sony might have tried a different angle, but the company wanted to go big with its next iteration. However, all that new technology made the cost to produce the unit even higher at $600. Sony was losing quite a bit of money, if you guys never knew that. The easy thing to do after the success of the PlayStation 2 would have been to do something like a PlayStation 2.5, something that's enhanced but kind of staying the course, he added. The PlayStation 3 was really stepping outside the box. I think ultimately it delivered a lot of great technology that's ultimately appreciated today, but at the time, because of the cell processor and all of that proprietary technology, it was difficult to develop for. It was difficult to manufacture. It was extremely expensive to manufacture. So the price it came out at, everybody knew that it wasn't a consumer-friendly price. And I was just talking about this with an Xbox One kind of Scorpio pricing video that I recently did, where I discussed how much money it really was going to end up costing. Tretton, who ended up leaving Sony in 2014 after 19 years, said his time overseeing the PlayStation 3 was one of the most stressful he's ever faced. That period between the PS2 and the PlayStation 3 was the most intense period of my career, at least at Sony, he said. Tremendous success with the PS2. I think we had 60 plus, 70 plus market share worldwide basis. Just the most successful platform in history. And how do you follow that up? Well, you don't follow it up with the PS3. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a former Sony exec going on record discussing and detailing the issues with it. I really don't have much else to say. This is another console-based video, so I'm probably gonna be putting in some interesting gameplay in the background. Maybe the new game that me and my friends came up with called Lighters. Maybe you saw that. Other than that, I really don't have much to say. If you guys enjoy this new pace of background footage, where I'm showing off just some odd background footage of me and my friends just playing games, let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate the feedback, and I'm trying to do something different. If I get it wrong, I can move on and try and do something a little bit more interactive, a little bit more captivating. You just let me know in the comments below, and as always, I've been your host, Protomario. I'm signing out. Do you think the PlayStation 3 is a failure? That is the question. Of course, at launch, it was absolutely horrible, and they had to slash the price later, but do you think it currently is a terrible console? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and I've been your host, Protomario. As always, good gaming, and God bless.